Hello, baby. Yeah, this is the big bopper again. Ha 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 ha. Today's experiment is all about, the aim of the experiment is to determine whether sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. And I'm not going to show you this box for a really long time because there's a surprise in the box. And underneath the box, in the box, there's a pelargonium, a geranium plant. And you can see this will be the guinea pig of our experiment. So what we do is we take the plant and we put it in a dark container like this box for about 48 hours. And the assumption is, the aim of that is to de-starch the plant. Now we all know, supposedly, that light is necessary for photosynthesis. If there's no light, then there won't be any photosynthesis. Now you'll ask me, those of you that think while I'm talking, you'll ask me, but sir, Big Bopper, we want to establish where the light is necessary for photosynthesis. Now we start by assuming that if we put the plant in a dark container, then no photosynthesis will occur. So I'm saying, yes, you're right. I don't blame you, and let's not blame the person who developed this experiment or the people that included it in the syllabus. Let's just mindlessly do it. So what we do is we have to create a condition where a part of the plant receives sunlight and another part don't. So we take a small piece of tin foil, we fold it over like that, and then with a paper clip we secure it on the leaf. Now you'll see this leaf, if you look at it, part of the leaf will now receive sunlight, and then sunlight is blocked here. There won't be any penetration of sunlight to this section of the leaf. So then we leave it outside. We'll start maybe at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we leave it till about midday, 1 o'clock, when the sun is very hot. And then you'll remember I told you the starch test in a leaf is a very important test, because we need it to establish whether photosynthesis has occurred. And then after we take the plant from the sunlight, we remove it and we take it to the laboratory and we do the starch test, which means we first boil it in water for 10 to 15 minutes, then we boil it in alcohol, we dip it in the water to soften the leaf, and then we drip a few droplets of iodine solution on the leaf. And I wonder whether you can tell me what you think is going to happen. We'll have, obviously we'll have an hypothesis for this experiment. So our hypothesis in this case might be something like, if we expose a plant to sunlight, then starch will be formed. And after we've completed the experiment and done the test, then we can either accept or reject the plant. The independent variable then will be light in this case, and the dependent variable whether starch is formed or not. So then we take the leaf, we do the starch test, and then it will look something like this. I've started here with the leaf attached to the plant and exposed to sunlight, but not this section. And then after I remove it and I've done the starch test, I wonder if you were grade 2s and I'd ask you to color in this section that actually decolored, that got dark or black or dark blue, purple, then I suppose you're clever enough to tell me that section would decolor in the dark, and this one will remain yellowish, because in this case, where there was no sunlight, there wouldn't have been any photosynthesis, and then no starch would be formed, and then there would be no starch there. Okay, so thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.